Coming up in this Brightline construction update, this update provides a look at the progress around Viera and Suntree in Central Brevard County, Florida. We'll start at the north end of the Bonaventure Industrial Park and take a complete look south to the north end of the existing Pineeta siding. I'll also provide a quick look south of the Pineeta siding in Suntree. Looking north from Carver Road, you can see sub-roadbed laid on either side of the existing main line. East of the existing main line is where the new second main line will be built, and the west is where the extended Bonaventure siding will be located. Moving slightly south to the sky near Anson Road, here's an aerial look at that same area around Carver Road. Looking south now, you can see the existing Bonaventure siding on the right. By extending this siding as part of this project, additional industry sidings can be connected to it instead of the main line, so the local train does not have to block the main line when working these businesses. The ties for the second main line are laid here, providing a first glimpse at what this section will look like when complete. You can follow the white line of the sub-roadbed north into Rockledge from this vantage point. Moving a little farther south, we move to where the south end of the extended Bonaventure siding will be, near the signal. I'll show more of this area later. Right around here is where my flight from the other direction ended, providing a complete look at this area. Between this signal and Viera Boulevard is where the Bonaventure South crossover will be. At this location, the Bonaventure siding will connect with the existing West Main Line, followed by a single crossover to the new East Main Line. This will allow either main line to be accessed by the local trains departing the siding and will provide operational flexibility for through trains. A similar crossover will be set up on the north end of the siding for trains heading north. The signals are already up south of the crossover location. The ties laying in the grass on the right will make up the crossover itself. We'll now head back north to take a closer look at the signals for the siding. This signal will control the trains exiting the siding. The bottom 2 light head shows the status of the turnout. It will be red if lined for the main line, or yellow if lined onto the siding. The middle and top heads will remain red since this is a non-signalized track and the signal is for permission to enter the signal track. A red indication will indicate stop, while a red yellow will mean restricting. On the other side of the tracks is the foundation for a cantilever signal that will go over the two main lines. Due to the spacing between the tracks, there is no room for a typical signal in between, so it will eventually be located above the tracks. Laying alongside the tracks here are ties and rail to assemble the new turnout for the siding. We'll finish our look at this section of track just south of Viera Boulevard. This is where the north end of the existing Pineeta siding is located. This siding will disappear as part of this project, with the siding becoming part of the west main line, while the mainline portion of the current siding will become part of the new east main line. New rail was recently laid on the siding itself to bring it up to mainline standards. With that being said, the end is near for this siding as we know it. Heading back north, and a short section of ties have recently been laid out. Here we are coming up to the existing high-Y defect detector and Viera Boulevard. The area north of the road is what my previous two flights in this video covered. This high-Y defect detector structure should be coming down soon to make way for the new main line. The detector works by having two sensors pointing down to check for anything hanging off the side, like open doors or shifted cargo. On the tracks themselves is a detector checking for dragging equipment and sensors taking temperatures of the passing roller bearings to make sure one isn't overheating and potentially about to fail. Here's a low flight across the new ties. And back north again. I am now south of the Pineeta siding near Central Boulevard. More ties have been laid here for the new main line. Rails should be attached shortly. The Suntree Blvd crossing was closed at the end of April to add the second track. Ties are also laid for a short distance on the north side of the crossing. They end roughly where the turnout will be removed, and at that point, additional new ties will be laid to connect to the old siding track. There is still some additional work that needs to be done here, which will be done during another, shorter road closure in early June. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.